What is up, YouTube, and welcome back to Bro Strength Day 74. As you can see, this is a huge training, mainly because of some of the exercises I do with my slow tempo, likely dumbbell flies set that I have in this that takes 2.5 minutes almost. And I even cut out some sets of that and a couple sets of the ring flies that I did, and even some of the lateral raises as well, just to avoid it being too long. Like 30 minutes is already a long time, so let's just get at it. Yeah. So started out with ring pull-ups again, and my focus for this one was to try to avoid getting the legs way too much out in front of me and just pull from like a dead hang on every single rep without using any momentum. And then also to try pulling like straight up, making it more like lat biased. I really like the ring pull-ups because I personally feel like I can grind a little bit more, and especially when it becomes like chin-ups, because on that last part you can use the biceps, and I actually have like a little bit more connection to my lats here. Like, I think my problem with like pull-ups is that one of them is that, first of all, I should probably do pull-ups more. Like, powerlifters benefit from doing bench press 3 to 5 times a week, and I think pull-ups will do the same. Also, another problem is that I don't like have a really good connection to my lats. Like, I don't feel them a huge amount, and same to my like upper back when I do bend over rows, especially if they are like not done supported, or like it's like pin day rows. I think if I'm doing them supported, I'll have more connection. So I should probably, for that reason, do a little bit more isolation. Like, even though I'm against a lot of the stuff with the like machines and things like that, like when I'm pulled down, that people are trying to curve their body in all kind of ways to get a stretch and being like 100% optimal, which I don't believe it is. I still think, for me, like doing a little bit of like isolation, one arm work, um, maybe just like pull out in a machine, um, rows in a machine, things where I can just like focus on nothing but the strength and no technical requirements at all. I think that will actually really benefit me in terms of just building up the connection really to the muscles, because honestly, that is what I'm needing almost the most, I think, in my pull-ups. But yeah, ring pull-ups feels good for me with my smaller hands. Sometimes the grip get a little bit like shit, especially because I'm hanging so much in the bottom. And when I get to the top on the rings and really have to work hard, I start to lose a little bit of the grip. So yeah, after that I did the lateral raises again, and I had to be a little bit more sensible with the weight. So I used like 12 kg in the first set, and then in the second set I used 12 kg again, but with a faster tempo. And then for the third set for each arm, I had to I dropped all the way down to 8 kg because we don't have 10 kilo dumbbells at this place, which is like a calisthenics place where we have like bars that are good for calisthenics, like a high bar for freestyle, stuff like that. But nothing really that is like machines for bodybuilding, and not like a huge amount of dumbbells, even though it goes up to 40 kg. It's like 8 kg, 12 kg, 16 kg, 20 kg, and so on. So it's like big jumps between. So I had to really with this lightweight here, like just slow down the reps a lot. As you can see, like I'm taking like 3-4 seconds down and really focusing on the technique. I'm looking to the side like to see if I'm moving in the same like diagonal line vertical line, both on the way down and on the way up, to make it 100% similar in both ways. And at the same time, also obviously making it in a line where I'm feeling that my side delt is obviously working. So again, like this rep like looks fast, but I can tell you like I have no energy here, and you can see that as I get tired, I bring the sorry for all the yawning. It's fucking late. Um, I I begin to bring the dumbbell like more out in front of me, which is obviously to make it easier to control as my side delts get tired. But I think it's alright. Like I'm feeling my side delt a whole ton more than I've ever done for standing lateral raises. So I have no problem with the form maybe getting a little bit worse as long as I'm not like cheating excessively and I'm still feeling it in the right muscles that I should be feeling it in. Also because when you're doing lateral raises, they are not something that requires a lot of time to recover, and you can't take to failure because you will have all kinds of problems with recovery and so on. So it's okay to get some form breakdown as long as you're still feeling it in the right muscles. Obviously, you want to be training the same movement still, but to allow yourself to get in a few reps that are made possible because of a little bit easier biomechanics or help of other muscles is 100%, I think, gonna benefit you in lateral raises as long as you're not just swinging the weight around. Still have to use good control. This is not an exercise where you have to worry about the weight. You need to worry about good technique, slowing down the eccentric, and feeling the muscles working. So, like, don't be worried about like using 8, 10 kilo dumbbells. So you can see like I did 20 reps with 16 kg dumbbells standing. I have problems getting 10 reps with 8 kg dumbbells here. So that is like a huge difference. So don't be worried about the weight. Just do the goddamn work. Now I'll say this is the highlight of the whole session. I was surprised that I could get 15 reps here, and the form stayed intact. Like you can see, I've slowed down the reps even further, like 4 to 5 seconds down, and in no way whatsoever, no world whatsoever, did I expect to get 15 reps here. As a week before, with a slow tempo around 5 seconds, I only got 10. And now I'm like halfway in doing this, I'm like, there's no way I'm getting 15. There's no way. There's no way. But I was just like, don't think about how many you have got. Just take one rep at a time. Just keep going. Don't count how many you have done. Just say one rep, one more rep, one more rep. Each rep is a set on itself to get through. So I just kept on going for as long as I could. You can see the reps keep on being extremely deep. Like the dumbbells are getting far below my my chest. So like a bigger stretch than I basically ever see anyone do this in, apart from a few of my friends, where I got this idea from, more precisely Devin Kelly. And you can see the eccentric keeps on being like extremely slow. So that is extremely good. And I avoid still bending the arm as the first thing on the way up to bring the dumbbell closer to me. So first of all, use the biceps a little bit and then lower the stress on the chest. Now, so this is the last rep here after a few seconds pause. I just want to keep again. Look at like how controlled it is. Look at the arms, like how the chest is doing all the work, bringing the dumbbell up to begin with. So yeah, like absolutely insane. But like the funny thing is like even for this, I don't feel it as much as I do with something like ring flies. And we will come to ring flies after this set here, where I'm doing just like fast reps after this, and it's not even like fast. Like these are better form than the first time I did 20 reps with 20 kg. I've done 20 with 24 kg now, but these are better form than at both of these occasions. Like I'm not even focusing on doing it better. Like I'm just trying to go fast here, but the eccentric is way more controlled. Hence why this set also takes 1.5 minutes. Like so, just doing the control stuff, opening up more range of motion, has meant that without thinking about it now, I'm using a bigger range of motion, which is huge. Like for me, like for example, for like squatting, like it's squatting air to grass like all the way down. It's not something I think about. It's totally subconscious. The same thing with like good mornings when I go deep there. And it feels like it's becoming the same thing here now, even when I'm doing it fast and not thinking so much about the form. You can see that the dumbbells they get below my hips, so they're far below my shoulders. So that is huge. Like 20 reps for 20 kg with improved form. After having done that, absolutely massive set. That is big. Also did 2 sets of 7 with good technique after that, but I didn't want to make this video be like 20 minutes long. After that, as I just said, I moved on to the ring flies. And let me just tell you, as I've said so many times before, I don't think there's anything that can be compared in difficulty for the chest to the difficulty that you get from ring flies or ring work in general because of the huge amount of stability that you require and the endless amount of options to make it harder, like moving out in a fly, adding pauses, going deeper, elevating yourself to do decline, or just placing them after having done like dumbbell flies. Right, so you can see here, like I'm going insanely deep. I'm only showing you 2 sets, but I did like 4 sets, and I had some reps that were like absolutely brutal. The pump that I get from this is like nowhere to be seen from anything else. Like even from the almost 2.5 minutes set only on the dumbbell press, I barely get a pump. But with these, I'm like dead, and I'm still thrown out 2 days later. I'm still like honestly like my chest is like absolutely destroyed if I try to move hands together. But yeah, I have chest training again tomorrow. Dumbbell presses with a slow tempo. Hopefully, crossing fingers, I can get 13 reps with the slow tempo finally after being stuck on 12 for a long time, like a long time. So we will see. I hope you all enjoyed the video. As always, remember to subscribe to the channel if you enjoyed the video. And let's get to 1,000 subs. I'll see you all next time.